Hello everyone, I hope you're all doing well and taking care, and welcome to this brand new Doctor Who video on the channel. So today is just a bit more of a chilled back video, and I'm just going to be discussing my 3 hopes for Power of the Doctor, because we're now most likely around 2.5 weeks from the episode. We still don't officially know the air date, but it's extremely likely it's going to be Sunday the 23rd of October, so 2 weeks on Sunday. So I'm presuming we will definitely get a full trailer at some point this weekend. Tomorrow is Friday the 7th of October, which I believe is the anniversary of Jodie Whittaker joining Doctor Who around I think it's 5 years ago now. So maybe tomorrow, to celebrate that occasion, we'll get a trailer. But I do believe one day this weekend we'll definitely get a trailer. So stay tuned for that. I will discuss that in a future video as soon as it's released. But yes, today I'm going to go over my 3 hopes for Power of the Doctor. So let's get into it and get started. Right, so first up, I hope that Ace and Tegan get the best possible treatment in Power of the Doctor, because this has been such a long while since these companions were on screen. I think it's been around 30 years for Ace and 40 years for Tegan. So yeah, it's been a very long while since they've had a role in Doctor Who, and this is a very big moment for the show, because pretty much since 2011 with Katie Manning and Joe Grant in the Sarah Jane Adventures, that was the last big moment in Doctor Who when we had a classic companion return to the show. So yeah, this is a very big moment that I hope Chris Chibnall gets correctly, and I do think he will, because Sophie Aldred and Janet Fielding, who play Ace and Tegan in the show, they have both made it clear they were filming the centenary special for over 6 weeks, so they have a big role in the episode. It's not going to be a cameo or anything like that. And they've also said that they were both very happy with how Chris Chibnall has wrote their characters coming back into the Doctor Who universe. So yes, I'm very hopeful that although this episode does have a lot going on, we've obviously got the regeneration, we've got the companions farewell, we've got the Master, the Daleks, the Cybermen, potentially classic Doctors, even more companions. This episode, if all the rumours are true, has a lot going on, but because the actresses have been very supportive of the roles and they make it clear it will be worthwhile and we will be happy, makes me confident that they are going to get the best treatment possible. So yes, my first hope for Power of the Doctor is that Ace and Tegan are both going to get the best reintroduction possible into the Doctor Who universe. Next up, and this is definitely going to be more controversial, but I kind of hope we might get a companion death in this episode, because I've thought for a while that Doctor Who needs more companion deaths, because even when companions have died in the new series, they haven't really properly died. Like with Amy and Rory, they were technically sent back in time, and with Clara, she was given a whole mysterious in-between life with Ashilda. So yes, we have had technically lots of companion deaths under Stephen Moffat, but at the same time there's always been a kind of loop to avoid them properly having a proper companion death. But I've always thought that Chris Chibnall, if anyone was going to have a companion death, it would be him, because he was the one that killed off Owen and Tosh and gave them a very emotional death in the Series 2 finale of Torchwood, and he also killed off Grace in the first episode of his Doctor Who tenure. So yes, I've always thought that there's always going to be a higher chance that if we're going to get a proper companion death for the first time in Doctor Who, it would be under Chris Chibnall. Now, obviously, we know already that it was confirmed yesterday that Graham will be returning in the Centenary Special, played by Bradley Walsh, and I'm just saying, maybe if they're going to kill any companion off, it will be him. That might be the better route to go, because I do feel if they killed Yaz off, that might be a bit more controversial, and it might be better if you're going to kill anyone off, it might be better doing it to Graham instead, because that would still be emotional, it would still be impactful. Yes, it would be sad, but I've always thought for a while that Doctor Who needs more sad moments, and this is Chris Chibnall's final episode, and this will be his final chance to give us a really emotional, impactful companion death. So yeah, that's my kind of second hope for this episode. It's not really an essential, but it would be nice to see for one of the first times in New Who a proper companion death finally take place. And finally, the final point, which I think was always very obvious what it was going to be, but my final hope for Power of the Doctor is that it's going to give Jodie Whittaker's 13th Doctor the best farewell possible, because although I have been very mixed on this era, I would say overall I've not been a huge fan of it as a whole, unfortunately, because I didn't enjoy series 11 and I unfortunately don't enjoy series 13 very much anymore, which is a huge shame. But I still have always enjoyed Jodie Whittaker's performance as the Doctor. I've always defended her Doctor because I do believe she is treated pretty unfairly. I do enjoy Jodie's acting, I do enjoy her Doctor, and I just hope she gets a great exit, a great regeneration in her final episode, which I think she will, because as I've mentioned, Chris Chibnall is very good with character exits. Even Graham and Ryan's original exit in Revolution of the Daleks, although it wasn't a death, I still do think it was a pretty good farewell. So yeah, I'm pretty confident that he will give Jodie Whittaker's Doctor a good regeneration. I hope it's a bit different than the last few regenerations. I hope it's not a long speech that goes on for too long. I feel that they need to shake things up now. I feel, as much as I love Peter Capaldi's exit, I feel most fans agree now his speech went on far too long. Not Peter Capaldi's fault at all. It was too much of a long script, unfortunately. But yeah, I'm very hopeful that Jodie Whittaker will get a great regeneration, and she will probably regenerate into David Tennant, which I'm really excited about. I know not everyone's a fan of that idea, but personally, I love David Tennant, I love the 10th Doctor, and I'm glad he's coming back for the 60th anniversary. If he was becoming the next full-time Doctor, I would obviously be more frustrated, but now I'm just very excited for the future and the Russell T Davies era of Doctor Who. But there we go, that is my 3 hopes for Power of the Doctor. Do let me know your 3 hopes in the comment section below. If you have enjoyed this video, then a subscribe would be very much appreciated. As always, I'm near 5,000 subscribers. If we could get there by Power of the Doctor, that would be fantastic. So yeah, any subscriptions would be super appreciated. But yeah guys, thanks very much for watching. We will probably get a full trailer hopefully this weekend, so stay tuned. I will do a trailer breakdown as soon as I can. And yeah guys, thanks very much for watching. Take care, and I will see you on the next video. Bye for now.